What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim, where I am delicately trying to extract this guy back behind the lines in the hope that maybe I can keep both of my range guys from joining this combat. I have a 90% chance to hit over there. What chance do I have to hit right here? It's not a good chance, is it? I really need Greta Von Cass to go, though. If Greta Von Cass can go, I'm not worried about any of their normal soldiers. I'm only worried about their heroes and their leaders. Her turn isn't till next turn, though. We might be okay over here. I'm going to take a shot, I guess. We'll get her started off. Sometimes you fish out a lucky stun, too. Just kind of depends how much the dice gods decide to favor you. How much Tzeentch decides to play with the rolls. Now, we don't talk about this in public, but I do pray to Tzeentch pretty frequently to help me with my rolls and make sure that, you know, the dice and the luck go my way. I think I can stay outside of her ambush radius. This would be one of those times where the player who is playing that team right there would be using a measure and be like, nope, 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 you are 1 micrometer inside my range. And I'd be like, ah, shut up. No, I'm not. You're a liar. There's a little bit of damage right there. Ideally, the goal on this side is to force her to make all alone checks. And then on top of that, to keep both of these forces away from our shooters, who are our principal damage dealers right now. We've got somebody rushing in on that side, though. Breath of Suffering is going to break that off with a quickness. She's going to run Divine Revelation, which I have no idea what that means. And then she's going to summon... Playing a little risky. Playing a little risky right there. No joke, playing a little risky. And what I mean there is that she just casted 2 spells in 1 turn, which greatly increases your chance of terrible things happening. I think if I charge her, it'll block her from going around, I think. Like, if I can lock this girl in combat for a little bit. This guy doesn't have to survive. He just got to dodge for like a turn or 2, and then I can be happy. She failed the all-alone check. We get free attacks because she's going to retreat, and this is really, really big for us. RNG just favored us big time. So what we want to do now is we want to collapse in such a way where it keeps her from getting into the combat without majorly screwing herself over. Let's go ahead and take her Great Flail because it's worth money. 3 or 4 coins, but in a game where you don't make a lot of money in the early game, 3 or 4 coins can be a life or death choice here. I'll probably line up on this side. She may give us a good dodging or 2, but I think it'll be alright. We got 1 coming in that way, or do we have 2 coming in that way? I'm a tiny bit worried about it. What's your shooting chance from right there? Can we get a better shooting chance? I wish the shooting rules were a little bit more obvious. I really do. Because sometimes it seems like the shot just kind of changes percentages like arbitrarily. And it's very difficult to tell sometimes, so we probably just want to stay back here then. Take the time and aim it. And there it is, 29, no stun though. I was hoping we get a stun out. I really don't want her to take her turn. She has the capability to really just floor somebody right now. And that's something that I would rather... Oh, shit balls. Why did she go around? That was such an odd choice. So that she could loot her own character? Weird. Woo! Close one right there. Luckily, she ain't nothing special. So I'm not that worried about her. But we are going to have to deal with... Well... IR helping! Okay, so he's going to miss. Unfortunate. I feel like the hit rates on bows are really, really bad. Like, if you take the time, like an entire turn to aim... Still, flipping coins on this stuff, 76% is not like my safety zone. And it's rare in this game because I prefer to have like 90% chances before I act on anything when I play games like XCOM. This game, though, they just don't give you the satisfaction most of the time. Since that's locked in right there, I'm going to lock in... Oh, shit. That is not what I desired to happen. That was actually one of the worst things. Shit. I forgot she was in charge mode. Well, this is going to be fun to deal with. Let's get started over here and hope that we take her out. That leaves us with no tactical options. Which means this whole thing just becomes a big slugfest. So, pray, blow on the dice, whatever we got to do. We're a little bit ahead right now, so I think we'll be alright. Man, she needs to blow herself up. She's casting like every single turn right now. This shit is gnarly.
A new round has started.
Alright, so with the new round, there's a hit right there with the dodge fail. As much as I would love... Okay, a little bit more damage done. Things are starting to look a little brighter on this side. We can afford to lose one guy. If we lose two guys, then, you know, we lose. But, well, we got to make a route roll. And in my experience, the route rolls have not gone well for me. There's 27. I mean, we're trying to get her. We're trying really, really hard. But she's just so resistant to damage. She really sincerely is. I think switching weapons and collapsing into melee might be a decent choice, too. To try and force her to make an all-alone roll, because I think... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And then she's going to engage with him. Okay, that's not too terrible. It's workable. Come on. Get her! Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we got a little bit of luck right there. God. They're still winning the morale race, though. However, things are shifting in our favor at the moment. It would almost be worth it to collapse this archer into melee with her to force her to make all alone checks, but I'm going to wait on that. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so Fieglerman's now been collapsed on. We only have to take out one more guy, though, so I'm going to focus on the prize at hand. I think the Sisters of Sigmar have a higher chance to resist routing, though. I've noticed that they make their rolls quite a bit more frequently than other people do. Oh, and we get a counterattack, right? Yeah, that's the benefit of parrying. Parry versus dodge. Dodge, you can... Dodge is easier to pump up, but parry gives you a free attack regardless of how many points you have. I can abandon him, or I can help him out. If I abandon him... she's going to lose this fight on this side anyways. Let's help out. I would love to see a stun over here, though. Something to take the edge off of what's happening. Good. At least it spreads the damage out a little bit. I don't think they have any heroes left, so everybody on their team should only be able to swing once based on the level gap that we're shooting right now. I'm going to say we should probably focus on her. I mean, their damage resist is really, really good. Getting her down might be faster. Nah. One thing at a time. 22 damage right there. Get him to reload real fast. Everybody's trapped in combat. I'm feeling pretty solid about our chances right now. It turned into a slugfest a lot sooner than I wanted it to. And believe me when I say I don't like slugfests. Slugfests require entirely too much dice rolling to make it consistent. And so there's a stun. It's not going to help us till next turn, but for right now it'll work. Okay, 27's fine by me. I can sink a 27. That's not a big deal. She's got herself a badass helmet right there. We're going to keep on parrying on this side. I'd love to get him a better shield. Like, if we get him a blue or a purple shield. Hey, there's a stun right there. Good. That means that, I think, you only have to roll for misses now. We don't have to roll for, like, dodges or anything like that. She recovered from the stun, though, on her turn, but that came out just in time. And this should be a finishing blow, I think. That should be pretty much it for us. I'd like to loot on this side if I can. Oh, never mind. He's got all the shards. Oh, she has a shard, though, too. Okay, trade the fragment for a shard, please. Thank you. I don't think we're going to make the secondary objective on this one. Just because. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes you don't get the secondary objective. It is what it is. I want this. Why is your dodge chance 15? What has gone wrong here? Oh, it must be from the wordstone. That's the only thing I can figure. It's probably a debuff from the wordstone. I could check it, I guess, but I'm lazy, so, you know, why? What about her? Who's easier to shoot here? I don't really care. The fight's probably about to be over, but just keep shooting her, I guess. How many arrows can you stick in one human being? Well, the answer to that question is 3 to 4 at this point. He's got his buff running right now, too, which gives him the plus 10%. He scored a kill, too, which is always nice. 2 swings away right here. I wish you got a bonus for destroying everybody in their warband. That's the other thing that I wish, is that you got like 2 or 3 XP if you wipe them out. Like if they stay and they rout and you kill them to the last man. It'd be cool if you got some kind of bonus for that. They failed their route test, and so we're out of here. Bam, bam, bomb. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Not going to complain about it. We got 7 pieces of loot from in there, so that'll be cool. We'll see what those are. Hopefully there's some lovely bluebies in there.
It's a bit of luck. and a lot of skill to win a battle.
Pity.
You have managed to find the winning mixture.
The gods are with you.
That's my word for goldfish. Have I ever talked about that? You know the goldfish with the big bulgy eyes? I call those blueby fish. I've called them that since I was a little kid. Now I just still call them that because they're cute. I don't know. They are the superior type of goldfish. Not the ones with the weird brains on their heads. Not the really, really fancy, fluffy ones. It's all about the bloober fish, man. The blooby fish are what's up. If they don't have those big dongle eyes that stick out, I don't think they're cute. I like goldfish. Ah, he's confused. Alright, well, that's why we keep people in our backup. So unfortunately, Swartzane's going to need to take a couple days, I guess. Hit level 2, though. Level 3 is the big one that you want to hit, but level 2 is fine, too. It doesn't really matter because every time we level up, the AI levels up, too, and so it's kind of just like... I have the same problems with this game that I have about Oblivion, where it's like, why bother leveling up if everybody else is going to level up, too? You know what I mean? At 32 gold crowns, that's pretty good. We got a wordstone cluster as well, so that wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't the best run that we've ever had, but it wasn't a terrible one either. I've still yet to figure out who wears bracers. I think it must be the Sisters of Sigmar. It makes them immune to parry, basically. If you have a bracer, it means that you can't, like, block or something like that, but you break the enemy's parry automatically. It's gnarly. It sucks for characters like our leader. So, who's out? It's Meinholf. He's only going to be out for, like, 1 day, though, and we don't really have anything else going on, so... We could swap him. We could run double heroes, but then the AI gets 2 heroes too, and I don't like that. Makes me sad. I could probably just swap in this little bastard over here. And it figures it's my guy who dual-wields swords too, like a badass. Got his Drizzt on. I don't remember what I was working on with you, but I'm going to go with morale, because our morale is really bad right now. It's, like, horrifically bad, and I'd like to make it better. What can you even do... haven't paid everybody. Hold on. Let me pay the bills. There we go. Bills paid. They won't do anything until you pay their bills. They won't level up. They won't do anything, and so you got to pay their bills. That's the other way that you lose the game, is if you run out of money and you can't pay your warband. He's got weapon skill. Let's take that on up. On this side, do you still need to pay for... Oh, you need treatment? Okay. I will treat your confusion for right now. Leadership is great. Like, I like leadership. Because our leadership is horrifically bad right now. Like, we will rout on moment's notice if we have a bad fight. And the only thing that's kept it from happening is that we haven't had a bad fight yet. And so, I mean, that one with the Skaven was the only one so far where I've been like, it's over. It's over. What does he have for alertness? Like, what can I do with an archer who has leveled up alertness? Sixth Sense, Vigilance, combat movements at 12. I think I was moving towards melee resistance or something with him. And what are the active skills? So the active skills are staggering blow, initiatives up by 10. You know, I'm not convinced that that's the best thing that he should have. I think moving towards something like study would be kind of cool. Increases user dodge and parry chance by 10%. Only lasts 1 turn, though. I mean, a lot of these are things that you really have to prepare before you go in. So, I think I was moving towards something, but it seems like a waste because we're not really getting much out of there, you know what I mean? At 9 ballistic skill, he can get some active abilities that'll be pretty awesome. So maybe I'll use perception for... Maybe I'll use alertness for passives, and then I'll use weapon skill for... I'm sorry, ballistic skill for all the actives, maybe? I don't know. It's a little bit zonked right now, and I don't know which one to go for. Weapon skill on this side. Keep on pumping it up. The higher his hit chances, the happier I am. You, sir. I'm going to keep your alertness up. And then as far as agility goes, let's keep that rocking too. There we go. I think everybody else is more or less equipped. I think next level, when our warband hits 3... I think we get our impressive, or maybe at 4. It goes in this little middle slot right here. Your impressive is the shit, though. For us, it's an ogre, which makes me super happy because I always like ogres and ogrins and all those sorts of things. I like ogrins because they're like big, like dumb kids. Like they're really, really naive. Like they think of the emperors like their dad and stuff like that. And they're super naive. It's super sad when they get killed, too. I always feel bad when an ogrin dies. I don't know. I feel shitty about it. It makes me... It's like killing a child. It's just... There we go. They're also really, really good, by the way. The impressive for this faction is like, oh. What do we have for combat here? Got average, average, poor, average. The average, average might be... Probably go after the average, average on this one. And then we'll swap somebody else in maybe to help out with it. Whether or not I should bring 2 heroes. I guess we could run 2 heroes for one fight and just kind of see what happens. I don't think it's too bad of a plan. I'm waiting on cash to flow in. We should be up to like 300 gold once we get paid for that shipment. And that means I can do some very, very light leveling up. You're never going to be able to throw points around a lot in this game. It's kind of like Blood Bowl in that upgrading people takes a long time and a lot of resources, and so got to take it slow. But anyway, I think everybody did the store restock, by the way. I don't know if the store restocked. While we're on the subject, it might be worth it to take this other hero and throw some pistols on him. Who doesn't love guns? I mean, here, just give him some guns just in case. And then he'll start out with his halberd out, but if we end up setting up, we'll give him guns, and then we'll rush him into combat as the need facilitates. As far as all these other cats are concerned, you can give the main character, or the leader, you can give him a bow if you really want to. He doesn't have anything going on in his offhand, so it doesn't seem like the worst thing to do. He can use a crossbow as well, which would be kind of cool. Lowers his initiative pretty substantially, though. His initiative's already pretty damn terrible, so... Alright, just stick with a bow for right now. Throw some extras on some people, just in case the unthinkable happens and I overextend myself or end up in a stupid tactical position. Alright, let's go do another mission here. We're almost there with this one. What's our rating right now? 455, not that good. So yeah, we need to bring it on up. I mean, if I put more people into the warband, like I rotated more people out and in from here to here, we could actually have a higher rating. So he gives 120 points by himself. So we technically have a rating of like around 600, I guess. Still, I don't want to do that. Let's go after the average average. I like Treasure. Treasure's cool. We'll swap him out with him. Actually, let's just swap him out entirely. And then we'll swap in a double hero. We'll make this fight super chaotic. This fight's going to be a mess, but I think it'll be fun.
Your scouts have reported an enemy warband in the area. If you hurry, there may be an opportunity for ambush.
Alright, so what's happened here is we've ended up in an ambush, but we are the ambusher. So, this is going to play well so long as we are not fighting Skaven. If we fight Skaven, this is going to suck, because they're going to out-initiative us, and they're just going to... Basically, we're surrounding them right now. You'll see what I mean, but we're surrounding them just like the little picture right there. Since they have higher initiative, they're going to push in one direction and overwhelm one direction, and it's going to suck. And we're fighting Skaven. Oh god, what else could go wrong? Alright, so the worst case has indeed happened. That being said, I will probably deploy everyone in a position where the Skaven cannot get a foothold. Like over here would be what I would lean towards. God, the Skaven have the most overpowered heroes too. So, this is 100% the worst fight I could have possibly brought 2 heroes for. Or 2 specials. This is gonna suck. This is gonna be brutal. We could fight right here, but I don't know. Definitely don't want to fight right there. Not super happy with fighting right there either. Which location? I'm thinking we're gonna have to go with this location right here. So a Figlerman. Come on, Fingerman. I need you over here. The Fingerman. Auto. Yes, exactly. Right there. I will put an archer right here. Basically, we really need a consolidated front right now, so we can force this fight to go down on our terms rather than theirs. They're going to get to run on us first, which is going to suck. But if we can survive the first go, I think we'll be okay. So my recommendation would be like dodge stance for everybody. This is going to turn into a slugfest, though. It looks like they've got storm vermin with them, which is good because the storm vermin is not actually that good of a rat. If they brought 2 of the night runners, I'd be a little bit more worried, but they didn't, so that's fine. I'm going to set him up behind the line right here. I don't know what their attempt is going to be on that side. Hopefully there's no way around. I want to fight inside of a corner if I can help it. Ah. Why was he on ambush stance right there? Did I do that? I thought I left him on dodge stance. Oh, shit. Well, that's bad. That's really, really bad, because all these guys are on ambush now. That's 3 dodges in a row at 71%. Got him with the second one, though, or the 4th one, so that'll be all right. Dodge stance up. I don't know why he started on ambush stance. That was weird. He hadn't taken his turn yet. How very odd. I don't know where that rat's off to. He's probably going to try and flank around from behind or something. Not really sure what he's attempting to do. Maybe get up inside the window. But yeah, as you can see, they out-initiative us. And that's problematic. I have to collapse somebody on this fight right here. Otherwise, he's going to have to make an all-alone check because he's not in base contact with the amount of guys on his team. The same amount of units that, you know, you get the point. He has to be in base contact with the same amount of friendly units as bad units. Otherwise, base contact is just to say that the bottom of his model has to be touching. There's a nice big miss right there. A lot of missing in this game. That's something I'm not really a fan of. I think they're going to try and plug that hole right there. Oh, really? You can jump down? Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. That's really bad. As far as bad things are concerned, bad things are happening. I'll probably take... How did he still get an ambush from right there? Come on. Gonna be kidding me. Alright. So let's hope that their dodge chance doesn't carry him through right now. That's all that I really care about, is we gotta kill these guys off badly. He's got parry chance. I'm kind of just...
A new round has started.
I'm improvising right now. Come on, Otto. Man, these dice rolls. I gotta look at them. I gotta look at them. I can feel myself getting spiteful and angry. I gotta look at the dice rolls. We have to have somebody collapse right here. So there's his dodge roll. Failed. I don't think that rat can get through, so we should be okay right there. We're also in contact with Otto, so I don't think he'll have to make an all-alone check. Parry failed on a 60%. Go figure. If there's a way for him to get into combat right here, I would recommend it. Because we need overwhelming force at this point. If he can't get into combat... So I guess the way to ensure it would be to walk him to right there and see if it puts him in. Okay. So we'll switch weapons. There it is. 38 damage. Essentially, I need as many all-alone checks as possible. Otherwise, this is not going to go in our favor. So that keeps him in combat. Always focus your fire. Always. It's the only reason you'll win over the AI in such a... No! Why wouldn't it hold the same target when I'm attacking twice in a row? Oh, that's a frustration. I just clicked twice because I thought it would target the same one he targeted before, but it defaulted back to him for some reason. I don't know what the hell that guy's doing inside that building. He might be looting something. Like, sometimes the AI will take weird paths in order to get after loot, or maybe he's just going around. Who even knows? We should be able to kill somebody. We got better morale, so he failed his all-alone check. He didn't critically fail it, though, so, you know. Could be better, could be worse. I think I'm going to help out over here. This fight seems important to me. I kind of feel like we need to kill the storm vermin over here. They get black rats eventually. Is that what they're called? I forget what they're called. Black vermin or something like that. So in Skaven culture, if you're born with black fur, it means you're more than likely going to be tougher. Skaven are superstitious. And they believe that black Skaven are stronger. And so anyways, any Skaven that's born with a certain color of fur, they assign them to different jobs based on their perceived notions of what the fur color will do better. And black rats tend to be the warriors, so they take the black-furred rats and they send them off to become storm vermin, which are basically the only warrior class that they have in Skaven culture. No, he just used dodge on it. Somebody said online that you only get one dodge check. So, apparently you do get multiple dodge checks. That's what I learned today. We accomplished nothing on this side. That's okay, though, because this side over here is about to fold like paper. Assuming Feelerman stays up another turn. Oh, thanks, Sigmar. Although he may still go down to the rat on his right. Ah, I needed that so badly. I needed that so badly so I could crush on his position and cause him to fail his all-alone roll. He's over there just picking up. Oh, yeah, the other nice thing is that when you play Skaven, they have immunity sometimes to warp effects. One of their classes, one of their little... They're not very good, so I don't take a lot of them, but I usually bring one or two. Just so I can pick up warpstone without getting a ton of, like, random negative effects. I don't like this. This is not good for me. Luckily, we managed to fight him off. This was the only corner that we could have conceivably had a chance in this fight anyways. I think he gets his turn next. And then from there, we might lose a Feeglerman. Oh, parry. Yeah, we get the counterattack. He's probably going to dodge it, but we get the pound. Yeah, I was going to say. Really? You rolled a 98. You had a 90% chance to hit, and you screwed that up. Man, you guys are killing me with this ish right now. At least he's making his rolls, so that's fine. You can call me the baker, because we making them rolls. And then the smartest idea would be to have him disengage. Can he not disengage from where he's at? He can't disengage from where he's at. Shit, that's bad. Like, I could delay his turn and just kind of hope for the best, but I don't think it's going to come out like that, so we just need to slug it out on this side, I think. Did he finally make it all the way back around? Skaven cracked me up, though. Skaven are super funny. Once you start, their lack of empathy or any form of just, like, caring about anybody is probably the funniest part. Like, they will scrabble over each other just to betray each other and get, like, a hand up there. It's ridiculous. Like, orc culture is to violence what Skaven culture is to treachery. And it's pretty humorous sometimes the extents they'll go to in order to betray other Skaven. Like, realistically, the only person a Skaven hates more than a human is another Skaven. Like, they really are just not a friendly race. I think we're just about out of time for the day. This... I need... Whose turn is up next? Boss Man's? Okay. So I need you to be right here. Come on. There it is. Okay, so we're good. Man, making me all stressed right now. Making me all stressed. We're going to go into dodge stance. Next turn, I'm going to try and loot some of this stuff. If we land 2 hits on this side, we might be able to finish this off right now. Unfortunately, the damage from swords is pretty low. If you're not pumping up a shit ton of strength, you probably aren't hurting things a whole lot with a one-hander in this game. Two-handers tend to be a bit more terrifying. Let's see what these little assholes have for us. They got a draft of calm. It nullifies the effects of paranoia. I don't really care about that, in all honesty. What's this guy got? Another draft of calm. Or drought of calm, or whatever the hell. I was hoping they would have some of the stone on them, but whatever. How do you know? With a 92% chance, how do you do this to me? Whew, my soldiers make me so upset. It's because he came to battle in his underwear right now. That's the problem. Anytime you give your friends access to a dick cellar, it means that things are probably going to go very wrong. A dick cellar is that thing in the front right there where you open the hatch and your dick falls out. Whew, we've been flanked. That's unfortunate. I wasn't in the mood for a flonk right now, but... Please stop getting hit. I would really love it if you would stop getting stabbed over and over and over again. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. This is Mordheim, our Mordheim. I forgot the D in there. Our playthrough with the mercenary faction. I'll see y'all next time. How do, everybody?